The Acolyte, the Acolyte, the Acolyte. Yet again, another cast member from the Acolyte is outside there blaming the fans for everything and taking absolutely no responsibility whatsoever. Now don't get me wrong, I hear you on this. I know by now you're almost sick and tired of the Acolyte. I sat through every episode of it. I wish it would go away and just stay gone. And every time one of these people comes out there and shows themselves and show the way that they think, the way that they're going on, all these things, I have to come back to that and I have to do a video on it because I need you all to understand that it's not just me out here complaining about how I don't like this and I fed up for that and that and always making kind of videos. No, I would love to make videos about things that really get me happy and excited. But this is the mentality of what is going on in Hollywood now. And that mentality flows back into everything. And the kind of stuff that is being produced, you get to see how truly bad it is because of the behavior of these people. And it's not just the actors or the actresses or the directors or the producers. It's all of them, a combined effort. That's what you're getting. Well, actress Jodie Turner-Smith, who decided she has come out and talked about how unhappy she is with this, when the Acolyte getting cancelled and how Disney isn't speaking up against all the racism and all of this nonsense because God forbid it just be that the show was terrible. No, can't be that. Dive into this article here from Bounding Into Comics. The Acolyte actress, or she should have actor, but should be actress, Jodie Turner-Smith, unhappy with Star Wars series cancellation. If you can even call that Star Wars. Hopes fans, listen to this, stop having a stick up their ass about people of color being a part of IPs that were created by white people. Here we go again. That is their main criticism when it comes to this. Oh, the reason people don't like it is because these things were created by white people and now it have black people in it, and that's why everybody's such a thing. But it have more people who support us, then why didn't any of them watch the show? They never explained that, but no, that's what they go. Let's continue on. Not only is the Acolyte actor Jodie Turner-Smith generally unhappy about the Star Wars series swift cancellation, but she also appears to believe that the majority of the criticism leveled towards its widely panned existence was based heavily, if not solely, in racism. Yeah, that's their one defense. Because you see, when you throw out terms like racism, you blanket everything and you cover yourself with that. That means you don't have to defend the fact that the story made no sense. The characters were absolutely ridiculous. The plot was garbage. The beginning, middle, and end was total nonsense. That everything that it started off pretending to be one thing became something else. Nobody was sure what the hell was going on after one, and then it ended as badly as it started. You don't have to defend any of that. All you have to do is go out, shout racism, and that's it. That's all the defense that you need. Turner-Smith, whose character of Mother Aniseya appeared in the series as both the leader of the Trailers May and Osha's resident witch coven and the twins' virgin birth mother, yeah, because that made sense, expressed her disappointment towards the Acolyte reception during a recent interview with Glamour UK's Ayana Murray. Amidst a general discussion regarding her recent career moves, such as her time portraying the role of Gracie the Dragon Queen in the Apple TV Plus series Bad Monkey, and her current experience filming Showtime's upcoming British spy thriller The Agency, itself a remake of the French series Le Bureau, the actress eventually turned to the topic of the Acolyte, to which she began by recalling how upon first meeting series lead Amandla Stenberg, the young woman gave her a full-blown essay regarding her own personal take on the inner lives of the series characters. You give a full-blown essay on the characters, and yet none of them were fleshed out at all. Okay. Yes, sir. This is what she had to say. I've never worked with anybody who's handed me an essay on their character. The Vogo in me was like, yes, I'm living for this. I thought she's there with in the whole.
She's a powerful leader. Yes.
Yeah. However, her excitement would ultimately be short-lived, as having now broached the subject of her time in a galaxy far, far away, Turner-Smith would recall, Steinberg put so much care and thought and love into that, and it's disappointing to feel like your studio is not having your back in a very public-facing way. Now, this is where she gets into it, and then the whole thing has the song absolutely ridiculous. To this end, the actress then called on Disney to stop doing this thing where they don't say anything when people are getting effing dogpiled on the internet with racism and bullshit. It's just not fair to not say anything. It's really unfair. Let's continue on. It would just be nice if the people that have all the money were showing their support and putting their feet down. Say this is unacceptable. You're not a fan if you do this. Make a really big statement and just see if any money leaves. I bet you it won't, because people of color and especially black people make up a very large percentage of buying power. They might find that it's actually more lucrative for them, but everyone's using woke like it's a dirty word. And this is the problem right there, people. This is the whole thing about it. I talk about the literal delusion of these people. I talk about how viewers using woke like it's a dirty word. As I've said before, these people don't understand what the term woke is. I covered this when I did my video about how the X-Men were never woke. But I'll just briefly touch on it again. As I said before, the term woke began as something that black people would say in regards to waking up to the things that were literally being done against them as enough for failure, if you want to call that, in society. It was about like, the basic way to come down is that, do you think it's right if A and B happens, but because you're a black person, you're not getting the kind of, opportunities and one than the other. Stay woke. It meant to wake up, to be aware of what was happening and stay woke to the fact that, life is hard, but you have to push against it. So you stay woke and don't want to just close your eyes and pretend you're not happening. That was the original meaning of the term. It has since been hijacked by activists and become a literal sounding board for everything wrong with modern entertainment and literally society as a whole. You have men who want to pretend to be women. You're supposed to support that. Stay woke. You have them turning women into literal men in entertainment and everything. Stay woke. Support that. They're pushing this gay agenda down your throat, whether you like it or not. In fact, the matter is that nobody has any problem with people being gay. People don't support that lifestyle. What people can be accepting and with that. What people don't like is you telling them that, you're supposed to love this or else. That is not acceptance. That is literally trying to force something because they don't want that. But when you don't accept that, you're supposed to you're stay woke. They turn the term woke into this. And this is why nobody likes it. But you won't listen to that. Then you go around now and talk about how, why don't these companies show support, the people who have the money and all kind of thing, and want to speak about it. You see, this is what happens when you don't know what you're talking about. Because when it was Moses Ingram, who played Reva on the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, terrible series. She came out and said how she was getting all these racist comments and all kind of thing, and Disney came out in support of one. Until this day, I have never seen any. I have never seen any of these racist comments that she claims to have. I have never seen any. I am not saying that they're saying that there may be one or two that actually do exist, but I have never seen any. And the fact of the matter is, the people who do these things, who make these racist comments, I am convinced they are not actually racist. There are some people out there who are so miserable and pathetic that they go online every day and make some of the worst statements possible because they could hide behind a keyboard. That's it. These are the very people, I'm telling you, the very people who something tragic may happen, or somebody who they don't like may get in trouble for something. And these are the very people who will make such nasty statements like, oh, I hope something happens to their children or something like that. These are the kind of people that I believe who will make these so-called racist statements, not because they are racist, but like I said, they're such wicked, pathetic individuals and nothing else to do in their lives. And this is all that they can do. But in regards to this, Disney did come out and throw support behind Moses Ingram, even though, as I said before, I have never seen any of these racist comments. If somebody has seen it before, please feel free to share it with me, but I have never seen any. Never seen any. But you're coming out here and say, and oh, they need to do it, and they come out and say, say it's unacceptable. You're not a fan if you do this. Make a really big statement and just see if any money leaves. I bet you it won't, because people of color, and especially black people, make up a very large percentage of buying power. This is the mentality of these people. They believe everything boils down to just race. People, they have it in their mind that, people are going to support and love this show or love this movie simply because the people in it are black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. They don't care if the show is good at all. It could be terrible. But as far as they are concerned, people are supposed to love this simply for that one aspect, and that one aspect is people's skin color. No. The Acolyte literally gave people everything. I wanted people who were online championing, oh, they need this and that and the other. The Acolyte gave you exactly what you wanted, and none of you watched it. This is why they're the worst people to cater to. Nobody cares if the lead in the Acolyte is black or a woman. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. People just want to watch something entertaining. But you don't want to believe that, because I have never heard anybody complaining about Mace Windu, and he's a badass Jedi. But no, this is the kind of mentality that they fall back on, rather than actually coming out and accepting the fact that, the Acolyte was terrible. That's it. The numbers show that people were not watching it, but they won't listen. She continues on. Opinions change. What's in vogue changes. We're going to get there at some point, to that place where people stop having a stick up their ass about people of color being a part of IPs that were created by white people. You know why? Because we're never going to effing stop participating. We don't get to fail upwards like a lot of white men. Just feel that some people are allowed to grow and others have to be perfect. And if they're not perfect, even when it's great, people want to effing tear it apart. Again, always with this talk about how, oh, there are all these things, all these IPs that were created by white people. I know what people are calling that. Here's the thing, eh? Here's the issue, eh? The thing about Star Wars on the whole is that Star Wars you can't really classify Star Wars as racist or anything like that, or because it literally have aliens in it. Aliens of different colors, creed, race, all these different things. But that's not what they see as far as they're concerned, unless you have black people in it, because as far as they are concerned, black people did not exist before 2017 when they created them, and this is the problem. You act like,
every time these things fail, it's because people are just racist and they don't want anything that to do with anything like that. No. You look, for instance, at the Ray movies. They all failed. I mean, the first one made money because people wanted to see Star Wars. The second one after was just downhill, and the third was a total disaster, from what I understand. She's a white woman. You make terrible things. It's not anybody's fault that you're doing that, but you're out here trying to blame the fans for all kind of things, and this is your answer to everything. It has nothing to do with racism, my dear. It has to do with the fact that you all are made, that the Acolyte was a terrible series. The plot, the ball of everything was absolute nonsense. And rather than accepting that and saying, listen, we did something terrible. You understand? We did something really terrible. Let's go back, work with it, and find out what the fans want to actually do something for that. No. You would rather come out here and attack everybody and act like, well, people are just supposed to love it, or else we're going to call them racist online. That's your answer to it. It failed because it was garbage. You could pretend all you want that everybody is against you because of the color of your skin. That has nothing to do with it. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. And this is why fans are walking away, because people are realizing what you all are doing. You are literally using your own, you're really trying to weaponize your race to justify making terrible, terrible products. And this is why nobody wants them. The people you made it for didn't show up. The fans of Star Wars didn't show up. And rather than you take some accountability and say, well, you know what? This happened, let me try and improve on something better. No. Blame everybody else. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.